What's up, guys? We're going to do another quick fix-it vid, and this one is going to be, I don't know how universally applicable this fix will be for other figures, but it works for this guy. And if anyone has this guy or is familiar with this guy, they'll know that this is how he comes, and there's no tabbing that in, there's no locking that in, there's no tension. It's just this dumb trackless wiggling hinge thing that's in here, and that is just miserable. And the only reason it's able to stay up on this side is because of a little trick that I've put together. Typically I try to think something that can be inserted and then removed to just fill in the void. So in this case I have used dental rubber bands. I probably should have got some bigger ones because it's kind of a bear to fit on here, and actually I just now noticed from me screwing around with it that this one that was on here that is still enabling this to have tension is now broken. But this still demonstrates the principle as it just creates friction there. Alright, so I think the first time I was able to do it, I was able to just stretch the rubber band over the arm. It took quite a bit of work, so this time I'm going to try to stretch it on this pair of tweezers here. And I guess these rubber bands are pretty resilient, so you're able to stretch them pretty far. It's just a matter of having a grip on it. So I have all my little fun little tools over here. Okay, so I think for the purposes of the video, I'm just going to take his arm off. Oh no, don't tell me it's one of those things where the two halves are wedged in here, where that rotates. Yeah, it is. So, it looks like I have to take this pin out, I think, to get these two arm pieces out, unless this just can kind of like, no, it's going to go all the way through there. Maybe that can just come through. No. Okay, so I got the first rubber band on over here, and I'm going to try to do what I did again. And start off with one of these. Luckily he has a notch over here, and just kind of make sure it's on there. Oh yeah, I put his hand inside. And having this pair of tweezers around it definitely helps. Oh boy, it wants to break. Alright. Now it is around all the big stuff. And there it is. And I'm going to scoot it around this chunk, hold that side in place, and scoot around this side. Alright. Back to it being around again, and this probably looks like more work than anybody is interested in applying to something like this. And there's probably not a lot of people out there that bought this. So this is the best configuration I've noticed, is to have it hooked around one of the corners. And that's what's going to keep it in place, because if you just have it like around from the top and bottom of this piece, then passing through this this area over time is going to roll it all the way on and roll it all the way off. And this way, if it's hooked on one of those corners, it'll stay there. And so that's what we've achieved. And this probably is going to be useful for a lot of other bots and a lot of other situations, but there's something to the arm. You know, it's just, I know it's kind of like you're kidding yourself. Like, oh, hey, I have a figure and his arms aren't super floppy. I mean, you know his arms are floppy. So, if you kind of, it depends how you look at it. But those arms are not floppy. Today's episode is provided by dental rubber bands and tweezers. Thanks for watching, guys. Till next time. Give it up for don't give it up for that guy.